this honestly? What from your standpoint?
I would say risk preference. I'm so sorry. I don't mean it any positive or negative. I just think risk profile, and I think men are more prone to risk than women, and that would be a big thing for me. But for me, like walking through this and seeing my progression between 1 and 2 and 6 and 10 and 12 and 15 and so forth has been putting it all a pen to paper. It's a math problem. Does it make money or does it not? And that's a real simple game. Not to say you're going to make money on every deal, but if you're doing this deal, it'll be your first deal. It'll be one of one. Don't get me wrong. And you can lose money on one deal, but if you're doing 10 deals, I got a hard time thinking you're losing money on more than 2, more than 3. It's a battle percentages, right? And if we're drawing all these up to make it, like I said earlier, your 30, 40, 50K rep, you're not going to lose on all these deals. Like it's just mathematically impossible, in my opinion. I'm sorry, but
no, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think no, I do. I think it's a lot of women may be risk averse. I also think that I don't know if women have most women, which I want to change that as well, don't have the financial liberty to say, oh, I'm going to do this without having 5 family meetings. Sure. Because they don't have money. So whoever has the money controls the money. You see what I'm saying? So like my husband, he's proud of me, but he's not really interested in investing in the inner city. He likes more luxury real estate, which is great. So if I needed him to invest, then I probably wouldn't be here. And so I want every woman to just be in a position where she has her own money so that she can make her own decisions and trust that financial instinct. Because if you have to wait for a boyfriend or a husband or something like that, the reality is it may never happen, right? It may never happen. I've seen women get ready to start and then their husbands come in and say, oh no, she can't do this. And I'm like, and she has to go with it. She doesn't have her own money.
Yep.
But do most male investors that you work with, they're not calling and saying, I got to ask permission to my wife, are they? Most.
I'm sorry. Right. And it's like, and if it is, it's more like a check. I got to check with her real quick. You know, one of those things. Like I don't want to overstep. I don't want to be whatever. And yeah, it's a different ballgame. It is when, you know, depending on who's controlling the coins, right? Yeah.
Yeah. Whoever's who's ever controlling. So my point is, and what I'm hoping is, yeah, baby. Just shower. And this is why I wanted to have this conversation, because I want to bring awareness. I say some things, but I love for other people to hear different perspectives. I think it's very, very important. I also think that over the next couple of years, I feel like the middle class right now is really getting squoze. Grocery prices have probably doubled. Everything is like double. I think people are feeling it. And so I think that if you were going to ever invest, now is the time. I feel like that when you study the rules of the uber wealthy, the Warren Buffetts of the world, they all have tons of real estate in their portfolio.